So, hi guys and welcome to another Shroom Talk, I think. So, before I start, I would like to just mention that this is already written text and I'm just reading it out loud. I might be adding some things here, but mostly just pre-written shit, so yeah, let's get on with it. This is a blog post that I published a day ago, I think, maybe a day ago. Yeah, anyway, and it is about deadmau5 and his newest album, while one is less than two. So here we go. The text is called On Par with While One is less than Two. deadmau5 released his newest album While One is less than two a few weeks ago. The album has received mixed reviews from critics and fans alike. I would like to share my opinion of the album with you. I am a huge fan of deadmau5's work, and he is the first EDM artist that I got into. So you can openly assume that I'm wearing the mouse glasses on this one. That being said, I did not like his previous album title goes here, with like all the image and heaps and shit. deadmau5 has been working on While One is less than two for a few years now. I honestly don't think that the best option to publish and listen to EDM music is albums. The EDM limelight is filled with artists nowadays, and the genre itself has become way more popular. Oh fuck, that's a error. Way more popular than it was, let's say, 5 years ago. Nowadays we have so many EDM producers that publish their own music by singles. That is the most known way of publishing EDM without a single doubt. That's pretty much how most of the radio hits are born, by single. That brings up a question. Can this genre be albumized? I say yes, and if you ask me, While One is less than two is a proof of that. I would like to also notify you that this is not a review. I have no intention of giving you a score of the album. deadmau5 is a progressive house producer. Basically, this means that the songs are long and don't really follow a formula. In the more mainstream side of EDM, you constantly hear songs that go by the same formula. That being intro, build up, drop, interlude, drop, outro. Basically, you can take that and just apply to basically any like modern EDM song, and it will fit. deadmau5's work has never fit into this. The album is without a shade of doubt influenced by Trent Reznor's work, such as Nine Inch Nails Records' Ghost 1-4 and his band How to Destroy Angels and their album Welcome to Oblivion. There is a lot of involvement with piano and even acoustic guitar. So here's the elephant in the room for you. While One is less than two is the best deadmau5 record so far. deadmau5's previous work has been compilations. One could argue that compilations don't make for a good album, since the producer doesn't really have to link the songs with each other. This is the first deadmau5 album that, and the previous one, oh my. This is the first deadmau5 album, and the previous one was hopefully the last deadmau5 compilation. The album is huge, lasting 2 whole hours and 10 minutes. This might be a turn-off for some people, but I have come to terms with the length of the album. To be honest, I really like it actually. A major group of people will probably just pick the album up for the singles, like Phantoms Can Hang, Avartia, Intra Turbo Pig Racer, whatever that song is called, and Sia feat Colin Agnistico. I can't remember that name. So anyway, you're ahead to like buy the album. Like, go ahead if you want to. Like, just give the artist money, even though he like drives it's really fucking expensive Ferraris and shit. But yeah, anyway, I feel that deadmau5 really has come to terms with his ability to write music. Many songs on the album begin with a soft sonata-like piano melody and then progress into a progressive beat and some synth melodies. Some songs use piano melodies in the middle or the end of the songs. For example, I think Ira is one of those that it begins with a beat, and then in the middle of the song there's a piano sonata, but yeah. For example, like Gula is a song that begins with a piano melody and shit. I did not realize that deadmau5 was able to write this kind of music. Honestly, after hearing the album, I could just take a deadmau5 album that is completely piano. The piano parts are what makes the album special and stand out from all the mediocre stuff that gets released nowadays. Of course, there are also songs that don't use piano, and are just like old school deadmau5 songs. Good example of this would be the likes of Mercedes. While 1 is less than 2 feels like a breath of fresh air. My personal favorite song, Gula, follows the piano route. It is hauntingly beautiful in the beginning and then delves into a more dirty kind of synth distortion. The beats are also really enjoyable. I honestly have a hard time now drumming the song with my fingers while listening to it. Yes, it does sound like 9 Inch Nails. And that's not a bad thing. I really like 9 Inch Nails also. But hey, let's be honest. Trent Reznor doesn't own the rights to be the only one making music like this. I feel that there are not many albums like Ghosts 1 to 4, Welcome to Oblivion, and While 1 is Less than 2. This was a brave step from deadmau5, and I applaud him for taking it. Now that deadmau5 has done his first real album, so to say, I'm excited for the next one right away. While 1 is Less than 2 is not my favorite album since it feels a bit loose at times, but I believe that if deadmau5 keeps writing stuff like this, he will progress into being a really fucking good album writer. So that's basically my 2 cents on While 1 is Less than 2. Feel free to agree or to disagree in the comments below. Thanks for listening. See you in the next one.